was fixing up my old Ford by the county line when this shiny Mercedes came rolling by. 4 suits and ties, lost or running late, looking down the noses at my pickup truck today. Hey country boy, they call me City Spike, which way to the interstate in this backwoods night? I just smile and wipe my hands real slow. Sometimes life's got lessons that textbooks don't show. Got my education from these gravel roads, where real world wisdom grows and flows. Yeah, I earned my backroads PhD in the University of what works for me. The GPS was dead, the phones all gone dark. The storm was rolling in, getting mighty stark. They weren't looking so smart in the $1,000 shoes, standing in mud with them big city blues. I knew every creek and every hidden trail, could read the sky better than any weather mail. Sometimes life needs more than theory when you're stuck between a flood and looking weary. Got my education from these gravel roads, where real world wisdom grows and flows. Yeah, I earned my backroads PhD in the University of what works for me. I call it simple living, but there's complexity in knowing how to read the land and set your spirit free. Their diplomas couldn't help them when the chips were down, but my back roads wisdom got us safe into town. City folks come visit me sometimes, share a beer and stories about different kinds of minds. They learn that smart ain't just what's in your head, it's in your hands and heart and everything unsaid. And when they're lost on life's twisted way, they remember what I taught them that stormy day. Got my education from these gravel roads, where real world wisdom grows and flows. Yeah, I earned my backroads PhD in the University of what works for me. In the University of what works for me. I got my truck in 4th gear, kicking up dust without a care. Every turn and every bend feels like coming home again. Been driving these roads so long, they fit me like my favorite song. Ain't gotta prove nothing here, just let the wind go through my hair. These back roads know my name, every pothole, every lane. These back roads know my name, where I found my freedom again. Daddy taught me how to drive right here when I was 5. Small town folks might talk all day, but out here I got my way. Don't need no fancy life, just dirt roads cutting through the night. This is where I belong, where everything feels right and all again. But I know who I really am out here in God's promised land. These back roads know my name, every pothole, every lane. These back roads know my name, where I found my freedom again. Where I'm freedom. These back roads know my name. We're all these knows nothing will end. These back roads know my name, where I found my freedom again. Dirt road running, 16 years old, steering wheel shaking, that old truck roll. First time driving, that's it, just go slow. Learning life lessons down where the tall pines grow. That was born in Daddy's Ford. All I need, all I'll ever be. Simple life's my reward. Back was born in Daddy's Ford. Back was born. Back was born, y'all. Mud on my boots, fish on the line. Summer heat burning, sweet tea time. Front porch sitting, mama's apple pie. Friday night football under southern sky. Back was born in Daddy's Ford. All I need, all I'll ever be. Simple life's my reward. Back was born in Daddy's Ford. Back was born. Back was born. Back was born. That's right. Some folks chase them big city dreams, but I learned everything I need right here in these backwoods in that beat-up Ford with Daddy. Fire blazing, friends all around, guitar strumming, that country sound. Old truck rusting, but she still runs fine. Just like my daddy stood the test of time. Back was born in Daddy's Ford. All I need, all I'll ever be. Simple life's my reward. That was born in Daddy's Ford. That was born. That was born. That was born. truck still sitting where he left it. Red Georgia clay beneath my feet. Sunday morning, no need for pretending. Simple life's all I'll ever need. They say I ought to change my ways, leave this dirt road behind, but they don't understand what's real deep inside my mind. Barefoot in the clay, that's where I'm gonna stay. Ain't no shame in these roots of mine, living life my way. Calluses speak more than fancy diplomas, worth more than paper on the wall. Friday nights under stars with my people, wouldn't trade this life at all. Let them laugh from high-rise views, think they've got it made, but I know where my heart belongs every single day. Barefoot in the clay, that's where I'm gonna stay. Ain't no shame in these roots of mine, living life my way. Tried the world of glass and steel, cold and empty streets, but my soul is calling me back home to where I'm truly free. Barefoot in the clay, that's where I'm gonna stay. Shame in these roots of mine, living life my way. Living life my way. To where I stay. Y'all rolled up in your shiny new truck, price tag still on them boots, what's up? Think you can buy what we live and breathe, but there's more to this life than what you see. Yeah, yeah, let me tell you something straight about why your act just ain't that great. These boots ain't fashion statements, they're covered in honest dirt. Every scuff tells a story of a full day's worth of work. Work. Got your designer jeans all pressed and clean, playing country music through your fancy machine. But you ain't never felt hay into light or fixed a fence when the sun's up high. Your hands are soft as silk, I bet. Mine got calluses you can't forget. These boots ain't fashion statements, they're covered in honest dirt. Every scuff tells a story of a full day's worth of work. Work. Listen up while I break it down clean and clear. This ain't about gatekeeping, so let me make that sincere. But there's a difference between living it and putting on a show, between Instagram posts and what we're both know. My daddy worked these fields before I could walk. Now I'm carrying on tradition, they ain't just talk. So wear what you want, but don't pretend you're something you ain't. Cause we'll recognize real and fake just looks fake. You can't buy authenticity. Statements, they're covered in honest dirt. Every scuff tells a story of a full day's worth of work. La 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 la. So keep your pristine leather, I'll keep my working boots forever. That's right. Sun ain't risen, got my coffee black and my mindset on a mission. Every brick I laid, every nail I drove, built this life my way, that's all I know. These callous hands built everything sweat and dirt, that's what I bring. Ain't asking much, just let me be. Working hard is all I need. Mis manos fuertes no me fallan. Cada día trabajo, mi tierra me llama. Everything's I fix, every engine turn, got my way, every dollar earned. These callous hands built everything, sweat and dirt, that's what I bring. Ain't asking much, just let me be. Working hard is all I need. Listen up, y'all. Let me break it down straight. Built my house from the ground up, didn't hesitate. Fixed every truck in my yard with these two hands. While city folks looking down, they don't understand. A satisfaction comes from what you create, not from what you buy or what you demonstrate. So keep your fancy degree and your white collar dreams. I got everything I need right here, if you know what I mean. Your money talks, but work speaks louder. These callous hands built everything, sweat and dirt, that's what I bring. Ain't asking much, just let me be. Working hard is all I need. Hard is all I need. Yeah, that's all I need. Another long shift, another day gone. My muscles are aching, but I keep moving on. You say I should quit, find something new. But these callous hands, they tell what's true. These callous hands don't lie. Been working since I was knee-high. These callous hands don't lie. And I ain't about to try. The foreman's riding hard, pushing us all. Some young boys quit, but I still stand tall. You think I'm a fool for staying here, but there's pride in what I do, that much is clear. These callous hands don't lie. I've been working since I was knee-high. These callous hands don't lie. And I ain't about to try. Sometimes late at night I wonder why. Could've been different, could've walked away, but something keeps me here day after day. It ain't the money, it ain't the fame, it's knowing who I am, and I won't change. Since I was knee-high, these callous hands don't lie, and I ain't about to try. These callous hands don't lie. These callous hands don't lie. I've slipped my boots on one by one. The coffee's strong, the air is wrong. These marks out there, they tell it all. You might see rough and weathered skin, but there's so much more living within. These callous hands speak louder than words, tell tales of sweat that's where time never blurs. Oh, still and raised in fame, carrying on my day's name. Carrying on. The force still burns like years ago, where patience taught me what I know. Each strike and then a lesson learned, the wisdom now slowly earned. Some off the dirt beneath my nails, but they don't know these walking tales. These callous hands speak louder than words, tell tales of sweat that dead time wall. Each hammer stroke I hear his call. 3 generations carved in time, through blisters earned in pain and dimes. These callous hands speak louder than words, tell tales of sweat that sex I never burns. Wanna steal it erased in flame, carrying on my daddy's name. Deeper than the pain. These marks I wear, they tell it all. Tell it all. They tried to change my accent, make me talk real slow, said my glamour needed fixing, but man, I told them no. Bought me fancy leather shoes, all stiff and shining bright, but my muddy boots were calling me back home on Friday night. Y'all can try to dress me up, teach me which fork to use, but deep down in my soul, I know just who to choose. I'm that same old boy who grew up fishing in the creek, the one who ain't afraid of hard work 7 days a week. Can't take the redneck out of me, it's running through my blood, plain as can see. But you can't take the redneck out. Said moving to the city, getting myself ahead, but I need some space around me, stars above my head. Tried to change my music, said it's too loud and raw. With these guitars and southern rhythms are in me to the core. Every time they push me, try to make me fit their mold, I just dig my heels in deeper, let my truth unfold. Stubborn, it's about being real, standing up for who you are, that's just how I feel. Could've played that game, but what would that make me? Just another copy, lost my identity. So here I stand before you, no apologies, just a country boy with pride. Take it all, just leave. My ways might not be fine, but I'll sleep good every evening knowing I'm living true to mine. Sleep good every evening knowing I'm living true to mine. It's running through my blood, plain as to see. I'd rather be myself than what they want me to be. 'Cause you can't take the redneck out of me. Where the maps run dry and your phone gives up. Down a dusty trail far from Main Street's reach, past the power lines where I can breathe. No street address, no mailbox sign, just wild and free, the way I shine. You can't find me on your GPS. Off the grid and I'm blessed, ain't no signal through, and that's just how I choose. No internet, no satellite, just crickets sing in the dark night. Waffle tracks through my yard, live this simple, ain't so hard. Listen up, y'all, let me break it down clean. Living off grid ain't what it might seem. No pizza delivery, no Amazon Prime, but I got peace of mind that's worth more than a dime. Folks call me crazy, say I'm living behind, but I'm ahead of the game, less the rat race behind. No data tracking, no social feed, just real connections, that's all I need. Growing my food, fixing my brakes, building my world, whatever it takes. Solar panels where water flow, living my life a few days ago. No street view to capture my place, no algorithm knows my face. I choose this life, no need to explain. It's my game, can't be contained. You can't find me on your GPS. Can't find me off the grid and I'm blessed, so blessed. Ain't no signal getting through, and that's just how I choose. Just how I choose. Just how I choose. That's how I choose. Got my best flannel pressed and ready to go. Your daddy's mansion's got me feeling kinda low. You said just be yourself, but I'm starting to see that your folks ain't exactly prepared for me. Your mama's shiner don't match my camo, but honey, this is just the way that I go. Use the wrong fork for my salad greens. Your sister winced when I said them their beans. Try to sit up straight, mind my P's and Q's, but these steel-toed boots keep stuffing up these hardwood floors. Your China don't match my camo, but honey, this is just the way that I go. And I see the way they look at me, like I'm some kind of curiosity. But you squeeze my hand under that table, let me know that I'm more than able exactly who I am, even if they don't understand. Listen good now, I ain't trying to start no fuss, but I earned every callous and every speck of rust. My trucks might clash with your daddy's Mercedes-Benz, but my words might bond, and that's how my story ends. Yeah. Your mama's pumps are clutched so tight, But you're smiling 'cause you know that I'm doing alright. Could've put on airs, could've tried to pretend, but that ain't the way this old boy's gonna bend. Your mama's child don't match my camo, but honey, this is just the way that I go. They can't take me as I am, but that's a damn problem, not a me problem. Another night, another shift, watching beamers roll on through. Guy in a suit just rolled his eyes like he knows what I can do. Been here since the sun went down, watching judgment pass my way. But these hands have built more things than most folks see in days. You see the dirt beneath my nails, but miss what's in my mind. Oh, you think I am tonight? To purse real tight when I walked out to pump her gas. 2 degrees sit in my drawer, but that ain't your part of her math. Young kids cruising in their trucks think they got me figured out. Can't see past the grease and grime to what this life's about. You see the price tag on my boots, but miss what's in my soul. Oh, you think I am tonight? Got Shakespeare in my lunchbox and grease upon my hands. Engineering textbooks in my beat-up work van. Yeah, I chose this simple life 'cause peace of mind ain't free. More money, sir, in a lunchbox and grease upon my hands. Engineering textbooks in my beat-up work van. I know this all I am behind this walking size, and I'm one style foes. You think that rich to wise? Morning sun is coming up, one more shift about to end. Same old trucks pull up again with different judgments to spin. But I know just who I am behind this working man disguise. Oh, who think they're extra wise? Oh, you think I am tonight? What's these colors trying to hide? Who you think I am tonight? What's these colors trying? tonight. Mason jars in the backseat, engine purring like a beast. County lines where they're waiting, but they ain't gonna catch me, no. Got her out through the backwoods, where my granddaddy once stood. Family business keeps running in my blood, oh, in my blood. Red and blue in my mirror, but I ain't slowing down. Got 1,000 horsepower, and I know these roads like my own ground. Devils in the diesel smoke, yeah, come on. Running through the night, family recipe, under proof keeping tradition alive. They can chase all they want to, but they won't catch this ride. 'Cause the devil's in the diesel smoke, and freedom's on my side. Dirt road decisions, split-second precision. 3 generations of knowledge running through my veins. Every turn, every shortcut, every bridge, every dugout, mapped inside my mind now like a freight train. Sirens fading behind me as I cut through the pines. Got my daddy's old road map and my mama's warning signs. Devils in the diesel smoke. Now listen close, 'cause I'm laying down truth. Born and raised in these hills with something to prove. Got the skills from my kin, yeah, they taught me well how to dodge every trap that these lawmen fail. Engine roaring like thunder as I hit the gas through the curves where them city boys crash and crash. Every road got a story, every run's got a price, but tradition ain't dying while I'm still alive, yeah. Sometimes I wonder what the straight life brings. 9 to 5 and all them normal things, but when that motor starts to sing, it pulls me back to everything. In the diesel smoke, yeah, come on. Running through the night, family recipe, 100 proof, keeping tradition alive. They can chase all they want to, but they won't catch this ride. Devils in the diesel smoke, and freedom's on my side. Mason jars and diesel smoke. Used to break rocks all day long, calloused hands and back so strong, but the quarry's shutting down. Now I'm cleaning this old town's middle school at night alone, where my kids learn and grow. Yeah, my pride took quite a fall, pushing marks down every hall. Every drawing on these walls, every trophy in these halls, makes me wonder what they'd say if they saw their daddy this way. But these halls look different after dark, when I'm keeping their world clean. Yeah, these halls look different after dark, and I'm doing what I gotta do to keep this family living free. Living free, oh yeah, living free. Met their teacher late one night, nearly died right there from fright. She just smiled and shook my hand, said your kids, they understand how you work to give them more. As I mopped the class known floor, something changed inside of me, started seeing differently. Every desk I'm wiping down, every floor I'm shining. hold my love for those kids I'm thinking of. 'Cause these halls look different after dark, when I'm keeping their world clean. Yeah, these halls look different after dark, and I'm doing what I gotta do to keep this family living free. Living free. Listen here, my children, Papa's doing just fine. Ain't no shame in working, and ain't no shame in trying. Every job's got honor when you do it right, making sure your future's shining clean and bright. 'Cause these halls look different after dark, when I'm keeping their world clean. Yeah, these halls look different after dark, and I'm doing what I gotta do to keep this family living free. Living free. I'm doing what I gotta do to keep this family living free. Oh, living free, yeah. Oh, yeah, living free. Tour bus broke down the backwoods night. Can't every place but your life was on. Grease on your head, skeptical lines. Might take all night, but we can try. Got that engine humming while the hours kept running. Two different roads led us here. Berlin's getting clearer. In here tonight, you played me songs from your fancy stage. I showed you scars on my working days. Both got stories that make us who we are. Different strings, but the same guitar. Each mile we travel, each truth unraveled. Silky leather, I still told pride. Ain't that different when we look inside? Sun's coming up, it's good to go. Learn something that night, I know. Shed some wisdom, shed some pain. Different paths Park my pickup in this small spot between buildings, rising up hot, each one at the same rushing race. Can't find my place. Rated dirt roads for traffic lights, missing home my night. Mama's cooking, daddy's trucks. Mama's cooking, daddy's trucks. Simple living, simple love. Some days don't live blood. When I gave up, parking lots packed, people push past, metal and stone, feels alone. Traded dirt roads for traffic lights, missing home my night. Mama's cooking, daddy's trucks. Mama's cooking, daddy's trucks. Simple living, simple love. Some we don't round in the blood. Back home, the creek still flows, where a catfish swam below. Pine trees touch the sky, the time moves slow. Weighted dirt roads for traffic lights, missing home my night. Mama's cooking, mama's cooking, daddy's trucks. Simple living, simple love. Some days are simple. Some days I wonder, are we in love? To rise up, to rise up. Front porch sitting with my only guitar. Signals weak, but my heart beats hard. I ain't got much that folks call new, but I got peace and $1 million view. Ain't got no Wi-Fi, but I got the stars. Got muddy boots and rusty cars. Simple life's all I need to be free. Yeah, this dirt road's got a hold on me. Cell towers don't reach back here. Fireflies light up crystal clear. Bank account might run cradle, but I'm rich in ways they'll never know. Ain't got no Wi-Fi, but I got the stars. Got muddy boots and rusty cars. Simple life's all I need to be free. Yeah, this dirt road's got a hold on me. Taught me what matters most ain't measured in likes or followers, no. Just honest work and open skies and letting your soul run wild. screen time can't compare at all. Crickets singing when night falls. Ain't got no Wi-Fi, but I got the stars. Got money through some rusty cars. Simple life's all I need to be free. Yeah, this dirt road's got hold on me. This dirt road's got hold on me. Shiny suit, but down here we got a different truth. Ain't no self-service way out here, and them pine trees hide where you should fear. Getting darker now, can't find your way. Should've stayed in town, that's all I'll say. Got rules older than time. Think you just broke every single one. You picked the wrong dirt road to get lost on. You picked the wrong dirt road tonight. You picked the wrong dirt road to get lost on. You picked the wrong dirt road. You picked the wrong dirt road. You picked the wrong dirt road. Cardboard boxes in the backseat, pride scatter on the interstate. 3 years chasing corporate heights left me broken, full of shame. Every bridge I built up there burned down to ashes in the rain. Daddy's voice inside my head, son, remember where you came from. And I finally understand, these dirt roads don't judge me, they just lead me back to me. No false promises or fancy schemes, just pine trees and gravity. These dirt roads don't judge me, they're taking me back home. Corner office turned to spare change. Designer suit for Goodwill jeans. Thought I had it all mapped out, till the mat crumbled at my feet. Oh, mama thought the truck stopped falling, voice shaking, barely holding on. She said, baby, it ain't fair, you'll be fine where you belong. And the gravel crunching under these tires sounds like forgiveness tonight. In the pothole, the washboard bed, shaking loose what I tried to be, till all that's left is who I am. These dirt roads don't judge me, they just lead me back to me. No false promises or fancy schemes, just pine trees and gravity. These dirt roads don't judge me, they're taking me back home. I'm working daddy's land. Calluses replace my plans. Found peace in simple things, never thought I'd understand. Some folks call it giving up, I call it standing in my truth. There's freedom in surrender, now finally find your roots. These dirt roads don't judge me, they just lead me back to me. No false promises or fancy schemes, just pine trees and gravity. These dirt roads don't judge me, they're taking me. These dirt roads don't judge me, these dirt roads don't judge me, they're taking me back home. First time that you saw me at the county fair, oil on my hands and dust in my hair. You said there was something wild in my eyes, thought you could tame me. What a surprise! Got mud on these boots and grease on my jeans. That's just who I am, not who you want me to be. You can't wash these boots clean. No, you can't wash these boots clean. Took me to dinner at some fancy place, said my table manners were a disgrace. Tried to teach me which fork to choose, but baby, I got nothing left to lose. Got mud on these boots and grease on my jeans. That's just who I am, not who you want me to be. You can't wash these boots clean. No, you can't wash these boots clean. Oh, you wanted silk, I gave you leather. Tried to change the very soul of me. Well, darling, we ain't meant to be together, 'cause I won't be what I ain't meant to be. Now you're walking out that door tonight. Said you can't handle my kind of life, but I won't trade my freedom for your love. These dirty boots are all I'm thinking of. Got mud on these boots and grease on my jeans. That's just who I am, not who you want me to be. You can't wash these boots clean. No, you can't wash these boots clean. Yeah. Chair, cold beer in hand, watching traffic pass on broken land. My kingdom here ain't much to see, but every inch of dirt belongs to me. They can laugh all they want, don't care what they say. Got my piece of paradise right here today. Double wide throne. King of my double wide. King of my double wide throne. Yeah, this kingdom's on my own. King of my double wide throne. Whoa. Rusty truck still runs just fine. Screen door squeaking, clothesline. Six-pack on ice, dogs in the yard. Living simple, ain't that hard. They can point and stare, roll their eyes at me, but I got everything I'll ever need. King of my double wide throne. Pay no head, show your way. Just my little plot where I can stay, where I can stay, where I can stay. Where I can stay. Flamingos guard my gate. Christmas lights up all year today. Neighbors know me as that guy, king of his castle till I die. King on my double wide throne. King on my double wide. King on my double wide throne. Kingdom's all my own. King on my double wide throne. King on my double wide throne. King on my double wide I saw him standing by the bar with that look upon his face, like he owned the whole damn place. And I just couldn't walk away. Been hearing stories about this guy, how he runs his mouth all day, talking trash about my kind. Well, tonight he's gonna pay. But something funny happened then when I walked up to throw down. He was staring at a picture of his boy in battle browns. same unit, that's my brother War. He served in Desert Storm, and just like that the anger died, like rain clouds in the morning. Yesterday, brother today. Funny how life works that way when you put your pride away. Hitting me yesterday, brother today. The walls come tumbling down, and the truth comes around. 2 hours later, shoulder to shoulder, telling war stories over beer, about the ones we both had lost, and the pain we both still hear. Found out we both worked steel mills, different sides of the same town, got the same calloused hands, and bills that weigh us down. Realized all this time we spent being mad and full of hate was just fear of different ways, and lives we celebrate. Enemy yesterday, brother today. Funny how life works that way when you put your pride away. Enemy yesterday, brother today. The walls come tumbling down, and the truth comes around. Listen up, let me break it down for you straight. 2 men caught up in a cycle of hate, different sides of the tracks, different ways to live, but the same kind of heart and the same will to give. Our fathers taught us to fight for what's right, but sometimes what's right ain't black and white. See, pride can blind you, keep you locked in a cage, turn brothers to strangers full of fear and rage. But when you take time to see through another man's eyes, you might find wisdom where you least realize. Cause at the end of the day, when the work is all done, we're all just trying to make it other say son. So put down them fists, then open your mind. The friends you didn't meet might be the one you left behind. Sometimes the hardest thing to face is when you're wrong about a man. Sometimes the bravest thing you do is reach out and take his hand. Put your pride away. Enemy yesterday, brother today. Brother today. The walls come tumbling down, and the truth comes around. And the truth comes around. To see you when you're broke, truck needs fixing, or your life's up in smoke. Ain't it funny how that works when you're riding high? Can't return my calls, act like I died. Now you're at my door with that same old song about how life ain't fair and everything's gone wrong. You ain't my buddy when times are good. Only show up in my neighborhood when you need something, when you're down and out. You ain't my buddy when times are good. Remember last summer, won that scratch-off game, suddenly disappeared, couldn't recall my name. Funny how your memory starts working clear soon as your wallet's empty and the rent is near. Don't come crawling, no, not this time. You ain't stay gone, stay gone. These hills, y'all don't know what I do. Got my mason jars all lined up just like my daddy used to. Oh, you want a taste of something real, something that'll make you feel alive? Well, let me tell you about my family biz. Let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you. My daddy's recipe keeps the party alive. In these woods, making liquid fire. Ain't no law gonna shut us down. This is what we desire. Whoa! You want a taste of something pure, something that'll make you survive. Well, let me share my family biz. Let me share it, let me share it, let me share. My daddy's recipe keeps the party alive. My daddy's recipe keeps the party alive. Yeah, yeah. Keeps it alive, keeps it alive. My daddy's recipe keeps the party alive. Oh Lord, keeps the party alive. They say what we do ain't right, ain't right. But tradition burns bright tonight. Burns bright. Oh yeah. My daddy's recipe keeps the party alive. My daddy's party alive. Yeah, yeah. Keeps it alive. My daddy's recipe keeps the party alive. Oh, alive. Oh, Lord. Keeps the party alive, alive. Take the party alive. You see these calluses, they tell no lies. Been working since before the sun could rise. Got my own way, yeah, I always did. Your fancy words can't hide what you're afraid of, kid. What you afraid of? Look down your nose, go ahead and stare. Like I'm some puzzle you can figure out right there. But while you're talking, I'm getting things done. While you're walking, boy, I'm gonna run. Judge me by my cover, that's your first mistake. That's your first mistake. Everything you think you know, that's your first mistake. Hell yeah. You think you're perfect little world, that's your first mistake. Oh yeah. La la la, watch me prove you wrong. La la la, been here all along. Yeah, yeah. Got dirt beneath my fingernails today. Built something real wild. played your games. Don't need your approval or your praise. Just step back and watch while I amaze. Watch this. Roll your eyes, call me what you will, but I'm still standing, and I'm standing still. Your words bounce off me like summer rain, 'cause actions speak louder than your disdain. Judge me by my cover, that's your first mistake. That's your first mistake. Everything you think you know, that's your first mistake. Hell yeah. Watch me break your perfect little world, that's your first mistake. Oh yeah. You think you got me all figured out? Well, listen close, I'll speak real slow, so even you can understand that's your first mistake. Judge me by my cover, that's your first mistake. That's your first mistake. Everything you think you know, that's your first mistake. One last time. Watch me break your perfect little world, that's your first mistake. Hell yeah. I saw the way you looked at me, where your work friends came around, like I was some embarrassment you wished you'd never found. You tried to change the way I talk and how I like to dress, but honey, I've been thinking hard and I got something to confess. Yeah, you wanted caviar and wine, I'm more beer and barbecue. Tried to make me something else, but that just ain't coming true. You can keep your fancy dinner dates, I'll keep my fishing pole. I'd rather have my pickup truck than lose my heart and soul. Remember when you cringed so hard at my muddy boots and jeans? Called me rough around the edges like you knew what that word means. Well, I ain't ashamed of who I am in my muddy blue. Call me rough around the edges, doubts you knew what that word means. Well, I ain't ashamed of who I am or where I choose to be. And if you can't accept that fact, then honey, set me free. You wanted country club membership, I've got my backwoods creep. You needed someone polished up, I'm just too raw to keep. But I won't change to fit your world, won't be your perfect show. 'Cause being real means more to me than anything you know. Took to lose my heart and soul. Lose my heart and soul. Rusty pickup sitting in the yard. Everyone has said junket, but that seemed too hard. With some wire hangers and a roll of tape, I'll show you how we make old things take shape. They say I'm crazy, but I've got a plan. Some folks just don't understand that this worth keeping is worth making life. A little thinking I know, but we'll work through the night. When life gets broken, don't you throw it away. Got these two hands, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Your daddy's tractors have been down since spring. Dealership wanted more than a diamond ring. But I got creative with the socket set, made it better than the day we met. They say I'm stubborn, but I've got my ways. Some things are worth trying to save. If it's worth keeping, it's worth making right. A little thinking and it will, and then we'll work through the night. When life gets broken, don't you throw it away. Got these two hands, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Don't need no manual, don't need their parts, just need some patience and a willing heart. While they're all shopping for something new, I'm out here making old dreams come true. If it's worth keeping, it's worth making right. A little thinking and we'll work through the night. When life is broken, don't you throw it away. Got these two hands, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. 'Cause anything worth having is worth the time to save. Just give me a minute, or watch what big hands can make. Monday morning hit me hard again. Boss man breathing down my neck. Papers piling on my desk all day. Feel like I'm about to wreck. Got that pressure in my chest now. Can't take one more single day. Then I hear my truck engine calling. Time to roll away. Four wheels and freedom, that's all I need. Four wheels and freedom sets my soul free. Mud on my tires, engine running higher. Four wheels and freedom tonight. Found this trail behind the county line where nobody ever goes. Throttle down and let it fly now. Feel that southern wind blow. Every problem getting smaller in my rear view, dropping back. Got that red clay all around me. Finally on the right track. Four wheels and freedom, that's all I need. Four wheels and freedom sets my soul free. Mud on my tires, the engine running higher. Four wheels and freedom tonight. this. They can't have their shiny suits, 'cause I found my peace of mind here, where the pavement turns to roots. Four wheels and freedom, that's all I need. That's all I need. Four wheels and freedom sets my soul free. More on my tires, engine running higher. Four wheels and freedom tonight. Four wheels and freedom, that's all I need. That's all I'll ever be. Four wheels and freedom sets my soul free. Sets my spirit free. Run on my tires, engine running higher. Four wheels and freedom tonight. Just another Tuesday at my small town shop. Oil on my coveralls, wrench about to drop. When this fancy car pulls up, smoking from the hood, city plates and tinted glass, this can't be good. She steps out in heels that cost more than my truck, talking about reviews and stars and such. My hands are stained with years of artist work. Something in her smile makes my heart do dirt. Who knew grease stains could lead to fine wine? Two different worlds crossing that thin line. Yeah, who knew grease stains can lead to fine wine? Fixed her car up quick, but she stayed around. Said she had to write about the food in town. Took her to May's Diner, best burgers in the state. Watching her take notes while stealing glances across my plate. She speaks 3 languages, I barely speak one. But when our eyes meet, don't need words to know what's done. Sometimes life throws you curves you can't explain, like finding love between motor oil and champagne. Who do grease stains can lead to fine wine? Two different worlds crossing that thin line. Yeah, who do grease stains can lead to fine wine? Mi corazón late más fuerte cada día. Entre herramientas y crítica y comida, no necesito palabras elegantes, solo este amor que crece constante. Over coffee and pie, she tells me a story about her grandma's cooking back in Mexico. And I show her pictures of my daddy's old Ford. Some things don't need explaining, they just flow. Yeah, they just flow. Who knew grease stains can lead to fine wine? Two different roads crossing that thin line. Yeah, who knew grease stains can lead to fine wine? Lead to fine wine. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Lead to fine wine. I can laugh at my methods, but I got my own way. With these tools in my hands, I make magic each day. Don't need no fancy degree to figure things out. When something's broken down here, I know what I'm about. My garage is my laboratory when I break it all down. My garage is my laboratory, best Carburetor's acting up, I know just what to do. Timing belt shot, I get her running smooth. Transmission slipping, differentials rough. These hands right here got all the skills enough. Torque wrist turning, socket set complete. Every bolt and bearing hands into my beat. Don't need no manual telling me what's what. Got it all up here, it's strength in my gut. My garage is my laboratory. Where miracles come true. My garage is my laboratory. I'll show you what I can do. My garage, where miracles come true. Miracles come true.
Parked in the driveway on a sunny day. That old Ford ain't pretty, but she's mine. Your mom pull up in her Mercedes, staring through the window with those eyes. Daddy's got his collar pressed and starched down, telling me about jobs that I could find. Something more respectable, he's saying, like I ain't already earned my crime. But they don't understand, no. What makes an honest man so? Got grease up down my nails, and I ain't gonna change. Got grease on down my nails, that's just my way. Every dollar saved up in this toolbox, every scratch and dent's a story saved. His sister's husband's got an office high up where the air is mighty clean. Look down here where the work is dirty, where the sweat is still become the same. I know just who I am, and darling, love be dirty or just walk away. Some folks measure worth in dollars, some in degrees all on the wall. But I measure my loves to love, but that's gonna fall. He's under my nails, and I ain't gonna change. He's under my nails, that's just my way. He's under my nails. He's under my
Through the window of your shop today, watched you turn another inch. Something in your weathered face says more than what you'll ever tell. Been here longer than the county fair. Every local knows your name. But behind that open sign you wear, the years keep rolling all the same. Those oil-stained hands, they never shake. When someone's trouble rolls your way, you know just what to fix, what to break. But some things just won't go away. This is Johnson's ancient Buick. Third time as much he brings it in. You never charge her what it's worth, just a smile and come again. Every engine speaks to you in languages we'll never learn. And when the shop door closes at 6, there's no manual to turn. Those old-stained hands, they never shake. When someone's trouble rolls your way, you know just what to fix, what to break. But some things just won't go away. Behind your toolbox hidden deep, a crumpled letter 10 years old. The ring you couldn't make her keep, some hearts weren't meant to hold. Monday morning right on time, another car up on the lift. Your coffee's cold, your smile's warm, working through another shift. They say you're magic with no sheets, but nobody sees what I can see. Those old-stained hands, they never shake. When someone's trouble rolls your way, you know just what to fix, what to break. But some things just won't go away. Same old scene, leaning on the bar, watching everything. Been here long enough to spot the signs, know exactly when to draw the line. Blood runs hot, temperature rise. Someone's gonna fall, someone's gonna fly. One fist raised, one feet down. Keep it steady now. Been the gonna get love this side of town. Hold the line, yeah, I know what's coming round. When the temperature hits the ground, 10 years standing at this post. Never asked for thanks, never needed most. But these folks here, they're all I got, and I ain't letting no one cross this spot. Eyes lock hard, words run deep. Someone's gonna break, someone's gonna sleep. stains on my hand. Old Chevy in the yard, socket wrench my daddy gave me when I turned 13 working hard. Learned every bolt and fairing. Detroit don't build them like my daddy did. Got his wisdom in my hands and his tools in the shed. Spark plugs and timing belts, Saturday morning light, oil dripping on the driveway, making everything just right, just like it should. Detroit don't build them like my daddy. Detroit don't build them like my daddy did. Got his wisdom in my hand and his tools in the shed. Trucks with their computers, plastic where the steel should be. But I got something better than warranty. Every scratch and dent's a lesson that he passed to me. Carburetor's running smooth now, the engine purring like a prayer. 20 years of memories in this old truck, I swear. Still hear you teaching. Detroit don't build them like my daddy did. Detroit don't build them like my daddy did. Got his wisdom in my hands and his tools in the shed. Got his wisdom in my hands and his tools in the shed. Dirt beneath my boots every single day. Calloused hands show proof of my chosen way. Yeah, living how I please, don't need your sympathy. Don't need no sympathy. Working sun to sun, built this life alone. Every battle won on my own. What I got ain't much to see, but every inch belongs to me. Work these hands until they bled, for this place to lay in my head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Simple kind of life, that's all I need. Far from city strife, I finally feel free. Back behind these pines, living on my time. Got my piece of land, built it from the ground. By my own two hands, found my way around. What I got ain't much to see, but every inch belongs to me. Work these hands until they bled, for this place to lay in my head. Oh yeah. view. But I found my crown in this morning dew. What I got ain't much to see, but every inch belongs to me. What these hands until they bled, for this place to lay my head. Oh yeah, for this place to lay my head.
23 years at the same damn place. Never thought I'd see this day.
Front gate's chained up tight this morning. Security guard won't look me in the eye. The empty parking lot tells the whole story. Last paycheck sitting here by my side. Been here since I was 18 years old, following my daddy's footsteps down the line. Now they're saying times are changing fast, and men like me are being left behind. Bills keep coming in, food prices rising high. Wife's working double shifts, kids need new shoes to buy. What's a working man supposed to do when everything you built just falls away? What's a working man supposed to do when tomorrow looks just like yesterday? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got these callous hands for nothing.
My truck's still running pretty decent. Might have to head up north and try my luck. Brother-in-law says they're hiring in Nashville, but this town's the only home I've known. Grandma's house is just around the corner, and Mama needs someone checking in each day. Pride's a heavy thing to swallow whole, but standing still ain't gonna make me stay. Bankman's getting restless, phone won't stop its ring, 2 months behind now. Something's got to give. What's a working man supposed to do when everything you built just falls away? What's a working man supposed to do when tomorrow looks just like yesterday? Sometimes late at night I wonder if I could have seen it coming down the line. All those meetings, all those rumors, should have known which way the wind would blow. What's a working man supposed to do when everything he built just falls away? What's a working man do when tomorrow looks just like yesterday? What's a working man? What's a working man? Look down your nose at my front lawn, think you know what I'm worth. Judge my life from your high rise while I'm working this earth. Got your fancy degree on the wall, but you ain't learned what counts. Your bank shows millions while my life shows what amounts. You see junk, I see jewelry. Everything shines different here. Your trash becomes my treasury. Got more than meets the eye. What you throw away sets me free. Finding fortune every day. Living rich in my own way. My kind of paradise. My daddy taught me with his hands how to build something real. While you were reading textbooks, I was learning how to feel. Your world's all numbers and charts, mine's built on something true. You count dollars and cents while I count on what I do. You see junk, I see jewelry. Everything shines different here. Your trash becomes my treasury. Got more than meets the eye. What you throw away sets me free. Finding fortune every day. Living rich in my own way. My kind of paradise. Break it down for you clean and clear. My wealth ain't something that just appear. Got tools that tell stories in my shed. Knowledge passed down from my grandpa said. Fixed up trucks that run just right. Family recipes that taste like light. Sunday dinners with folks who care. Kids playing free without a care. Skills in my hands worth more than gold. Values and pride that can't be sold. Your stock market can crash and burn. But what I got took 3 generations to learn. Yeah, I'm rich in ways you'll never know. My fortune's in the seeds I sow. You can keep your corner office, keep your country club. I got something better, something you can't buy with cash, something you can't touch, something you can't touch. You see junk, I see jewelry. Becomes my treasury. Got more than meets the eye. What you throw away sets me free. Finding fortune every day. Living rich in my own way. My kind of paradise. Up in my face. Hey, do that thing you do. Want me to act their way. Yow, yow, yeah. Come on, boy, make us laugh. Yow, yow, yeah. Make us laugh, make us laugh. I ain't your circus monkey. I ain't your redneck show. You can take them expectations and watch them hit the road. Think you know me from TV. Want me to play the fool. Asking about my pickup truck like I'm some backwoods tool. Yow, yow, yow. Dance, boy, make it good. Yow, yow, yow. I ain't your circus monkey. I ain't your redneck show.
them hit the road. Got my dignity, more than what you see. Ain't gonna dance for your mockery. I ain't your circus monkey, I ain't your redneck show. You can take them expectations and watch them hit the road. I said I ain't your circus monkey, I ain't your redneck show. Give back all the tourist bus and watch it hit the road. Watch it go.
Old wooden pews all pushed to the side. Beer cans and bottles where Bibles used to lie. Pastor left town about 6 months ago. Now we got ourselves a different kind of show. Jimmy brought his drums up through the back door. Sally strummed the Christmas lights across the floor. Trucks lined up outside on holy ground. Ain't nobody here to hear that heavenly sound. Tonight we're raising hell in heaven. Ain't no saints gonna make us leave. Tonight we're raising hell in heaven. Got some sin that we gotta breathe. Yeah. Got some sin that we gotta breathe. The stained glass rattles with the bass drum beat. Got the whole congregation up on their feet. Your mama would cry if she could see the way you're dancing right in front of me. Sheriff drives by, but he don't know about the party happening down below. These hallowed halls got a brand new vibe, and baby, you're looking like my kind of divine. Tonight, we're raising hell in heaven. Ain't no saints gonna make us leave. Tonight, we're raising hell in heaven. Got some sin that we gotta breathe. Yeah. Got some sin that we gotta Headlights coming up the gravel road. My heart's beating like a hammer on steel. But you grab my hand and pull me close. Say, let's give them something real to feel. We climbed up high to the bell tower's peak, looking down at the world beneath our feet. You said sometimes wrong feels so right as the moon blessed our unholy night. The morning sun might judge us all, but right now I'm having me a ball. In this church we found our salvation. It's sweet sin and pure liberation. Tonight, we're raising hell in heaven. Ain't no saints gonna make us leave. Tonight, we're raising hell in heaven. Got some sin that we got I stay when I could chase those hills away? Working land that barely pays, but this right here's my perfect place. Some folks run toward bright displays, while I just smile and plan my stakes. Ain't got much, but I got all I need. Just my faith, my land, and room to breathe. You can keep your fancy life indeed, 'cause I got all I'll ever need. Yeah, all I need. My neighbors think I'm stuck in place, 'cause my front porch ain't been replaced. But peace of mind's what I embrace, while they all live their rat race days. Some dream big and lose their way, while I stay grounded day by day. Ain't got much, but I got all I need. Just my faith, my land, and room to breathe. You can keep your fancy life indeed, 'cause I got all I'll ever need. All I need. Y'all can judge me from your high-rise view, but I know something you never knew. True wealth ain't what you wanna save, it's being free in your own space. Ain't got much, but I got all I need. Oh, you know I got what I need. Just my faith, my land, and room to breathe. Let me breathe. You can keep your fancy life indeed, 'cause I got all I'll ever need. Yeah, all I'll ever need. Oh Lord, you know I'm free. Engine oil on his hands, rusty fenders, endless cans. Saturday's warrior in the back, dirt road paycheck, cracked windshield crying. Got no rules but stay alive. Scrap metal in his eyes. The sun goes down, he comes alive. Gasoline runs in his blood. Steel against steel, raw deal. Man of iron, watch him reel tonight. Tonight, chrome and mud, blood and thunder, tear it up, rip it under. Chrome and mud, blood and thunder, Saturday night ain't no wonder. Metal screams like a train, twisted frame, black rain. Small town, hero's crown, paint chips flying, siren sound. Brothers in the stands tonight, mama praying, hold on tight. Last man standing takes it all. Ain't no fear, gonna give it all. Steel against steel, raw deal. Men of iron, watch him reel tonight. Tonight, chrome and mud, blood and thunder, fury, smoke and steam and steel. County fair legend, born in the field. Back down, crash after crash, last man in town. Chrome and mud, cut and thunder, tear it up, rip it under. Chrome and mud, cut and thunder, silent darling, you're under. Chrome and mud, blood and thunder, tear it up, rip it under. Chrome and mud, blood and thunder, Saturday night ain't no wonder.
Sitting here tonight, just you and me. Can't hide who I am, don't wanna be something that they want, something that they see. When the heat burns bright, yeah, I feel free. When the light hits my eyes, I don't need their lies. Hell yeah, I'm alive. Hell yeah, I'm alive. Middle fingers raised to what they say. Sparks fly high as I find my way. Raw and real, that's how I'll stay. Let 'em talk shit, I ain't gonna sway. When the light hits my eyes, I don't need their lies. Hell yeah, I'm alive. Hell yeah, I'm let it burn, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Ain't no turning back, no lesson learned, no going back now. When the light hits my eyes, I don't need their lies. Hell yeah, I'm alive. Hell yeah, I'm
Hopscotch trail, I parts my car. Steel-toed boots on concrete hard. Empty hall and humming sound, while the world sweeps all around. One more shift to earn my way, like my daddy used to say. If beauty in the work we do, even when the sky ain't blue. Baby, iron sings a song, and I've known it all along. Something in this empty space feels like coming home. These midnight
turning while the world outside sleeps on. In this quiet space, I'm learning what my blood's been telling me all along, all along. Grace and deliberate pain, but these hands won't turn away. Now my place among the dead, my granddad's ghost walks in. Every quote and every scene tells me more than what they seem. Right ain't found in fancy things, but in what each midnight brings. Every hour and sacred song, and I've known it all along. Something in this empty space feels like coming home. Some folks chase the fortune, the towers made of glass, but I found mine right here, still there, feel alive. When the morning sun breaks through and my shift is almost through, I stand tall among these frames that keep calling out my name. In the quiet of the dawn, when my work was heard and won, every piece that moves to low tells me all I need to know. These midnight wheels keep turning while the world outside sleeps on. In this quiet space, getting what my blood can tell me every Sunday morning while the church bells ring. I'm under a Chevy with my wrench and things. Daddy taught me early that work can't wait, even when the preacher's at the pearly gate. My hands are stained with oil since dawn. My spirit's clean as the morning sun. Got grease on my hands, but grace in my heart. Working these engines is my form of art. Mama calls me sinner for missing praise, but I fix old Johnson's truck so he gets saved. See, his family needs a ride to pray, and I'm just doing good in my own way. The Lord's I'm faithful in what I do, converting rust to redemption, making old parts new. Got grease on my hands, but grace in my heart. Working these engines is my form of art. Some fine God in stained glass windows high, some in hymns that reach up
to the sky. Me, I hear him in a motor song, feel his presence when I ride on what's wrong. When devil meets mercy, that's where I start. Yeah, that's where I start. Well, that's the start. So judge me if you want, I don't mind. 'Cause every engine fixed is one more soul that shines. And when the service ends, they'll come to me with broken parts of faith in what I see. I'll keep on working while the sun burns down. 'Cause grace ain't just found in a holy gown. Got grease on my hands, but grace in my heart. Working these engines is my form of art. Got grease on my hands, but grace in my heart. Working these engines is my form of art. Past midnight on Mason Mountain, copper still burns bright and strong. Family business in my blood now, just like Daddy taught me all along. Blue lights flashing through the pines, sheriff's men draw their lines. Can't outrun what's coming now, but I ain't gonna bow down. Granddaddy's recipe gonna cost me time, but mountain spirits worth the price to shine. Granddaddy's recipe gonna cost me time. These roots run deeper than the county line. Footsteps crackling on dead leaves, dogs barking in the dark. Daddy taught me never leave what generations left their mark. Steam rises like a prayer, feel them closing everywhere. Got my pride to hold on to, even if my blood is through. Granddaddy's recipe gonna cost me time, but mountain spirits worth the price to shine. Granddaddy's recipe gonna cost me time. These roots run deeper than the county line. Copper kettle still smoking, family name remains unbroken. They can lock these hands of steel, but they can't break what I feel. Mountain blood runs wild and free. No bad's gonna change what I believe. Behind bars, but head held high. Brothers keeping that flame alive. 6 months ain't gonna change my mind, 'cause some treasures you can't leave behind. Granddaddy's recipe gonna cost me time, but mountain spirits worth the price to shine. Granddaddy's recipe gonna cost me time. These roots run deeper than the county line. They can take my still, they can't take my pride. their towers, pushing their paper and counting the hours. I've got my freedom up here in the pines, while they waste away on their assembly lines. They call me crazy, call me wild, say I'm wasted all my time. These mountains don't judge me like you do. I found my peace and your words can't break through. These mountains don't judge me at all. Let them talk that shit while I stand damn tall. They tried to tame me with their rules and their ways, offered fool's gold for my soul-crushing days. But I chose dirt roads and clear mountain air over their false promises and empty stares. They say I'm broken, say I'm lost, like freedom ain't worth what it costs. These mountains don't judge me like you do. I found my peace and your words can't break through. These mountains don't judge me at all. Let them talk that shit while I stand damn tall. You think you got me figured out with your sideways looks and your whispered doubts, but up here in God's country I found something you'll never see. Higher ground, sacred ground, my battleground won't back down. These mountains don't judge me like you do. I found my peace and your words can't break through. These mountains don't judge me at all. Let them talk that shit while I stand damn tall. Standing tall, forever tall. Rolled up in my truck today, caught them sideways looks again, like they know a thing or two about the man beneath this skin. Smirks and stares, think they see everything they need, just let them be. Look at my boots, yeah, watch what I do on my jeans, but I'll show you the truth. These calloused hands gonna make you understand. Watch what I do, yeah, watch what I do. Corner office types all laugh at my denim and my draw. Monday morning, watch their faces when I'm standing 10 feet tall. Paper sign, deals all done. Who's laughing now? Just begun. Look at my boots, yeah, watch what I do. Dirt on my jeans, but I'll show you the truth. First in line, last to leave. Built an empire on these sleeves. 7 figures, self-made man. While they judge me where I stand. Bought the company last spring. Now they're all just wondering how this boy from backwoods clay end up owning there today. CEO in muddy boots, making $1 million moves. Grass to grace, yeah, that's my tale. While they're all just watching pale. Started from a pickup truck, now I own the whole damn block. Never changed my style one bit. Let them hate, I love it. Look at my boots, yeah. Watch what I do. Dirt on my jeans, but I'll show you the truth. These callous hands gonna make you understand. Watch what I do, yeah. Watch what I do, watch what I do. Keep on judging if you want. I'll keep climbing to the top. Yeah, just watch what I do. Watch what I do. Look at me with those judging eyes, like I ain't worth your time, but I got something you'll never understand. A life that's truly mine. What's wrong with mud on my boots? Grease on my hands, paying my dues. What's wrong with mud on my boots? Living my truth. Grease on my hands, ain't nothing to lose, yeah. Work hard every single day while you sit in your tower. Think you're better cause you wear a suit, but I got the real power. What's wrong with mud on my boots? What's wrong? Grease on my hands, paying my dues. What's wrong with mud on my boots? Living my truth. Grease on my hands, ain't nothing to lose, yeah. Sometimes late at night I think about changing, but then I remember who I am. Listen up while I break it down. Y'all sitting pretty in this side of town, think you know what life's about, but you ain't never had to work it out. Every callous, every strain, every dollar through the pain. This ain't just some stupid game. This here's my family name. Real talk, no shame. That's why I remain the same man I always been, and that's how it's gonna end. What's wrong with mud on my boots? What's wrong? Grease on my hands, paying my dues. What's wrong with mud on my boots? Living my truth. Grease on my hands, ain't nothing to lose, yeah. Y'all can judge me from your high-rise view, but I know exactly who I am and what I do. Got calluses on my hands, dirt on on my jeans. This ain't no act, it's in my blood and genes. Raised up country where the black top ends, where your words you're bond and a handshake means. They say I ought to change, clean up my act, but there's some things in life that's just straight fact. You can try to change me, try to rearrange me, but there's something you should know. Can't take the mud off these boots, can't wash away where I'm from. Can't take the mud off these boots, 'cause this dirt and me, we're one. We're one, we're one. Been driving me back roads since I was young, learning life's lessons with a BB gun. Daddy taught me right from wrong. Out here mama's cooking bought the family, and man, they won't be speaking proper, acting fine, but I'm staying true to this life of mine. Got a 12-gauge faith and a pickup truck, and I thank the Lord for this simple. Can't take the mud off these boots, can't wash away where I'm from. Can't take the mud off these boots, 'cause it's dirt and me, we're one. We're one, we're one. Listen up, gone, let me break it down clean. Living country life ain't what them city folks train. Got my John Deere running, sun up till it sets, paying bills to sweat, no time for regrets. They mock my ice and say I talk too slow, but I got wisdom, ain't never going no. Born in the sticks, raised in the pines, living off the land, these are my design. My grandpa's legacy runs deep in the soil, riding honest, working everyday toil. So keep your fancy cars and shiny shoes, I'm staying true to my country roots. Y'all can hate, but I'm gonna be me, 'cause this mud right here's my pedigree. They say move to the city, leave this life behind, but these roots run deep, and I'm doing just fine, just fine, doing just fine. Can't take the mud off these boots, can't wash away where I'm from. Can't take the mud off these boots, 'cause it's dirty me, we're one. Can't take the mud off these boots, oh you can't take it. Can't wash away where I'm from, never wash it away. Can't take the mud off these boots, 'cause this dirt and me, we're one. Me with those judgmental eyes, like I'm something that needs to be fixed. But I've walked these back roads all my life, and I know just who I am. They say I ought to change my ways, but they don't understand what runs through these veins. Can't wash this mud off my soul. It's in my blood and it's in my bones. They try to clean me up, but you should know. Can't wash this mud off my soul. Can't wash it off. Can't wash it off. Can't wash it off. Got my daddy's boots and my mama's pride, and a pickup truck that barely runs. But these callous hands built everything I own, and that's worth more than gold to me. They want me trading dirt for shine, but I'm staying true to what's inside. should know. Can't wash this mud off my soul. Born in the backwoods, raised upright. Ain't gonna change to make you satisfied. Can't wash this mud off my soul. It's in my blood and it's in my bones. You can try to clean me up, but you should know. Can't wash this mud off my soul. Can't wash this mud. Working hard since the break of day. Got my boots all caked in play. People think I'm just a mess, but they don't know what I possess. Every scratch tells a story true. Every dent shows what I've been through. When I roll down these country lanes, ain't nobody gonna complain. Got the muddiest truck in town, ain't gonna wash it down. Got the muddiest truck in town, yeah, I wear that dirt like a crown. Some folks drive their shiny rides, keep them clean, all perfect inside. But my truck's been through the fields, showing off what this life yields. Every splash and every stain, through the sun and through the rain. When I'm cruising down these roads, carrying all these heavy loads. Got the muddiest truck in town, ain't gonna wash it down. Got the muddiest truck in town, yeah, I'll wear that dirt like a crown. They can laugh, they can stare. This is me, I don't care. 'Cause this mud means I'm free, living life wild and free. Got the muddiest truck in town, ain't gonna wash it down. Muddiest truck in town, yeah, I wear that dirt like a crown. Got the muddiest truck in town, muddiest truck around. Got the muddiest truck in town.
Just another Friday night. Trucks covered in red clay. They say I ought to clean it up, but hell, I like it that way. You can keep your fancy clothes, your clean and pristine life. I've got mud beneath my toes, and that's what feels damn right. The muddier better, that's how I wanna live. The dirtier the more I've got to give. Yeah, the muddier the better. That's just who I am. Them city folks don't understand why I choose this backwoods life of freedoms in these calloused hands, and dirt just feels so right. This ain't no phase I'm going through. This mud runs deep inside. The muddier the better. That's how I wanna live. The dirtier the weather, the more I've got to give. Yeah, the muddier the better. And that's just who I am. Let them talk their shit while I'm free, 'cause the muddier the better is the only way for me.
You rode up in your shiny car, looking down your nose at me, like my pickup truck in muddy boots. Tell you all you need to see, but you don't know a single thing about the life I choose to lead. Who you calling trash? Who you calling trash? Got more pop than cash, but who you calling trash? Who you calling? Work these hands till they're cracked and raw, while you sit in meetings all day long. My daddy taught me honest sweat is what makes a man grow strong. And mama raised me right, you're here to stand up tall and proud. So take your fancy judgment somewhere else, 'cause I'm gonna say it loud. Oh, who you calling trash? Who you calling trash? you don't mean you're better. Your college debt don't make you smart. I got freedom in my backyard and peace deep in my heart, yeah.